For over 3 decades, The Simpsons has been a cornerstone of television and shaping pop culture. But all good things must come to an end, and after 36 seasons, the end of The Simpsons may finally be in sight. Today, we dive deep into what might be the final chapter of The Simpsons. The first major hint about The Simpsons ending came from showrunner Matt Selman. In a recent discussion with the New York Post, he added that, for the show's real series finale, Selman would want it to just be a regular episode. The characters in this crazy show don't age. I think later we'll just pick an episode and say that was the last one. No self-aware stuff. He said he'd like it if the show's last episode was just a really good story about the family. Selman added that so many people's ideas for a series finale are based on having watched other last shows, and I don't think it should be a response to the litany of last shows that already exist. We covered that area, he explained, referring to the fake-out series finale episode. Emmy-winning The Simpsons writer Carolyn Omin told the Post about the eventual series finale. "I've heard a few people say, I think it should be this, or I think it should be that. And it's hard because what the show is kind of keeps changing, so it can't be the idea you've had in your pocket for a while." In season 36, the episode Bart's Birthday played with the concept of a series finale, albeit a fake one. Hosted by Conan O'Brien, the episode humorously used AI-generated plotlines to create exaggerated and absurd conclusions for the characters. While clearly meant as a joke, this episode reignited speculation among fans. While an official ending hasn't been confirmed, there are a few theories floating around. One popular idea is that the series could end where it all began, with the family heading to Bart's first school performance, creating a full circle moment. This would connect to the very first episode, Simpsons roasting on an open fire, and bring the series to a poetic close. Matt Groening, on the other hand, has hinted that The Simpsons could live on in various forms, whether through movies, spin-offs, or even an entirely new format. While there's no confirmed finale just yet, these statements from the creators give us a glimpse into their thought process and possible directions for the show's eventual conclusion. Another reason people believe The Simpsons is winding down is its viewership numbers. While it still has a dedicated fan base, ratings have been steadily declining over the years. Combine that with the rise of streaming platforms and changing audience preferences, and it makes sense that Fox might eventually decide to wrap things up. Of course, just because the main show might end doesn't mean The Simpsons will disappear. Let's go back to a time when The Simpsons almost ended for real. Back in season 23, the episode Holidays of Future Past was originally planned as a series finale. The episode, which fast-forwards into the future and explores where each family member ends up, was written in a way that could have provided a satisfying and heartfelt ending to the series. So, why was this almost the last episode? It all came down to contract disputes. Around that time, the show's main voice actors were facing a significant pay cut due to budget constraints. This led to tense negotiations, and for a brief moment, it looked like the series might not continue. Thankfully, a compromise was reached, and the dedicated cast agreed to keep the show alive. Their passion for the series and its legacy played a huge role in its survival. In many ways, this proves just how committed everyone involved in The Simpsons is to keeping it going. Even when it seemed like the show was about to end, the cast and crew found a way to push forward. And while the series still continues today, Holidays of Future Past remains a glimpse into what could have been the show's final farewell. Whether the show ends this season, next season, or another decade from now, one thing is clear. The Simpsons has left an undeniable mark on television history, and whenever the finale does arrive, it's sure to be a moment we'll never forget. What do you think? How should The Simpsons end? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates. See you next time.